You are on blue.
How's it going, everybody? Got something different here today, as that has become somewhat of my goal, to provide things that are different lately. This is Unreal Tournament 3 for the PC. It's a very, very fun first-person shooter. It's an arena style, very arcadey, fast-paced. I actually used to play Unreal Tournament on the Dreamcast back in the day. A buddy of mine had it, and many good times were had staying up till very late playing that game. Although if you've ever tried to play a first-person shooter on the Dreamcast, you know that's a fairly painful experience. Anyways, this is the third in the series. You can pick it up for pretty cheap nowadays. It's available on Steam for $20, I believe. I was actually able to pick this game up on eBay for about $7, so that was a good deal. For that price, you really cannot go wrong. I say the game's definitely worth $20. Like I said, very arcadey, but very skill-based. So it's not just like, you know, you're running around getting killed every 10 seconds. If, you know, you are better than the other person, you're most likely going to beat them. This match I'm playing in here is a mixture of bots and human players. There's a pretty good community for this game. I've found, from playing online. But most of the servers will fill in the extra spots with bots, which is fine. The bots they're good enough, I guess. But yeah, some of the human players on here are just incredibly good. Like this one, I pretty much dominate everybody. But there was another match I was playing on a different server. Everybody was obviously seasoned veterans, and I could not kill anybody. I came out of that match like 2-20 or something stupid like that. That was, I think, that was the first match that I ever played online. I got all discouraged and then thinking that I wasn't going to be able to do anything. And then I came into this server and I was like, okay, these people are more like average skill level, not, you know, elite uber haxers. But like I said, there's a pretty big online community for this game still. Like probably around 50 servers running at any time. Most of them with human players, of course. And I think I get another headshot here. Nope. Sniper rifle is pretty awesome. Speaking of that, the weapons are all very good. If you've played the original Unreal Tournament or any of the other iterations, they will all be very familiar to you. All the weapons have an alternate fire as well, just like in previous games in the series. And all in all, if you have played... That guy just ran right into my shot. If you've played the other games in the series, you'll probably feel pretty comfortable and feel right at home. I do sort of engage beast mode, as it were, on this match. This was a pretty good match for me. Anyways, the map variety is pretty good as well, and there's a good variety of game modes. There's capture the flag, deathmatch, free for all. There's like a, I don't remember what it's called, but it's basically like an assault mode where there are bases and points that have to be destroyed and that sort of thing. So there's quite a bit here. There's also a single-player campaign, which I haven't really bothered with. It looks pretty tacked on, and it's more like a glorified training mode, I think. But you know, whatever. If that's for you, that's cool. Also, when creating a server, you have, you know, a bajillion options to customize the game exactly how you want it. You know, you can add different mutations, which are sort of like mods, but they're built into the game. You can disable certain weapons, replace certain weapons with other ones, and all this crazy stuff. There's a lot here to keep you busy. And it's also a very pleasant experience because the developers clearly cared about the consumer with this game. Now, I do play Call of Duty, but I am sort of fed up with sort of the attitude that companies like Activision, Infinity Ward, EA, even though they're not Call of Duty, they have, where, you know, they release a map pack for $15. And then, you know, say they're doing you a favor and, like, that's a good deal. Like, that's really not a good deal. My point here is, this game was developed by Epic Games, published by Midway. And if you go on their website, you can actually download a full expansion that has new maps, new modes, new characters, and I think, oh, got owned there, I think additional weapons as well. 100% free. Now, obviously this is a fairly old game, 2007, according to the box here. But Modern Warfare 2 is fairly old at this point, and they're still charging $15 for, you know, 5 maps or whatever. Whereas these guys are like, yeah, you can have all this stuff for free. That just, you know, kind of makes my heart feel all warm and cozy. And it makes me kind of want to, you know, support this developer and publisher. I don't think I might have mentioned this, but I'm sort of in a state of actively boycotting Activision products at this point. Just because of their disregard of the consumer. But anyway, that's not the point. The point that I'm trying to make is not that you shouldn't support somebody, but that you should support these guys because they clearly care about the consumer and were just interested in creating the best end game they could. So yeah, there's my 2 cents about that. That aside, the game itself is very solid, like I said. It is a lot of fun. It's pretty easy to just pick up if you've never played a game in the series before. You will get the hang of it very quickly because it's very intuitive. All the weapons are very destructive, so you know, even if you don't know exactly what certain weapons do, like the bio rifle is a little bit weird, and what else? The shock rifle kind of takes some skill to use, but a lot of the weapons are very intuitive, like the flat cannon. It's a shotgun. You know what to do with that. And the sniper rifle, obviously. So it's very easy to just pick up and play. But at the same time, like I said, it is very skill-based, and there's a lot of room for, you know, increasing your skills and such. Anyways, it is definitely one to check out. This match goes on for a little bit longer, so I'm going to go ahead and keep talking. How's that sound? This is also the game that the whole, well, there was Quake as well, but this is one of those games where you got the whole killing spree, like super deep voice dude telling you that you were poning the noobs. So there's that. Now there's another interesting mechanic in this game I haven't spoken about, and when I recorded this match, this was one of my first matches, and one of my first online matches, rather. I practiced a little bit in with bots just to kind of try and get my skills back from what they used to be. Not that I was ever super good at this game. But if you double tap any of the directional keys, you actually will like strafe jump, and this becomes a huge deal when you get to higher level play. Like you can just sort of run around, bunny hop maybe when you're playing against beginners and intermediate players, but once you get to the really high level play, like that match I was talking about before, these guys will strafe jump all over the place, and somehow they will hit you. They will know exactly where you're going to be and when you're going to be there. It's incredible how good some people get at this game. And I guess that's something to strive for, huh? very least, though, even playing with bots is pretty fun because, like I've said, you can customize pretty much every setting. So, that was a nice kill right there. So, even if you're only planning to play with bots, it is worth it. So, what else is there to say about this game? Not much. This video is sort of like one in my series of what I was discussing in a different video. I'm going to start doing, rather than doing Let's Play material, which is kind of lazy and boring, I'm going to start doing sort of like, not necessarily first impressions, but like little teasers for games, you know, that I think people might want to see, that are pretty cool. And that sort of thing. You'll be seeing more of those for different games. Never a dull moment in this game. I may consider posting more footage of this actually, because it is a lot of fun to play. If I can go online and engage beast mode again. I find I do pretty well consistently. Usually don't, I mean, depending on what server I'm on, I usually won't end up very top of the team, but usually like top 3, top 5. It just depends. Maybe I'll get us some gameplay of the other modes, because Capture the Flag tends to be really fun in this game. In fact, Capture the Flag is the mode I always remembered loving on the Dreamcast. I believe Blue Streak is a bunch of kills with the Gatling gun, but I'm not sure. There are many different types of streaks to be had in this game. Now you'll notice the graphics are actually pretty good for a game that came out in 2007. Granted, I think that was the same year Oblivion came out, so graphics then did look good, but this game runs very, very smoothly. Like, I mean, my computer's pretty good, but it's by no means the best, but I can run this at a solid 60 FPS, never dipping down. So it's well optimized. That's for sure. Because there are a lot of particle effects and a lot of stuff going on at the same time, so a lot of times in a game that's not as well optimized, you'll get some slowdown from that. Now, probably my favorite weapon in this game is very rare. It is the Enforcer, which is the default weapon that you get. It's just sort of like a ba-ba-ba-ba gun. This thing right here. But if you kill someone while they're using it, that was a lame death right there. Spawn kill. If you kill someone while they're using it, they will drop it, and you can actually pick up a second one and dual wield them. And it's just awesome. Probably the most fun weapon to use in my opinion. It's the dual Enforcers. And what's cool is, like I said, you can replace weapons with the other ones. So when I start a LAN server or a game with bots, I'll usually replace the bio rifle with the Enforcer, so I can just run around and pick up Enforcers and dual wield them. Very, very fun. Very surprised I made it out of that one. And the sprees and the kills are just sort of stacking up here.
Double kill. Multi-kill.
5 kills remain.
I do think I end up getting the last kill on this match. Anyways, that's about all I have to say. Unreal Tournament 3, it's available on Steam, it's available on anywhere else that you can buy games pretty much. It's usually 20 bucks. You can probably find it for cheaper. eBay, Amazon. It's a jolly good time. as I've said before.
Blue
Boom,
team
headshot.
wins the match.
There's the match. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys on the next video. Later.